My apologies. I thought I threw the waiting room up. That's my bad. How are we doing, guys? I really appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, give me 1 second. Anthony should be joining us. Let me go ahead and invite him. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Let me get a few things queued up. Okay, I really appreciate y'all waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and add Anthony to the stage now. Anthony, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, my brother. Happy Monday.
Yeah, so I just want to give people a little bit of exposition. So when we got asked to do the American Journal, when I got asked to do the American Journal initially, like a month ago, we didn't know how long it would be for. We were told it would be for like a month or two, but it got cut really short, right? So we only did the program for I think like 3 or 4 weeks, like just under a month. I think like a week and some change, maybe a couple of days, because I think we started doing it on like a Wednesday. So it was a lot to get into and a lot to do a daily show like that. But there was the huge aid and the huge help of knowing that there would be like a crew, right, of like 4 or 5 guys to like help us pull up clips, help us with the music, help us check sources, help us do the rundown, just help organize and format everything, right? So I got very comfortable with, of course, like I'm following the news all day. I'm writing things down. I'm copying links. I'm keeping them in Google Docs and whatnot. I'm checking my chats. And I would just compile all that kind of on the spot and throw that in the rundown at like 6 a.m. or whatever before I go live. That's not going to work for a show like this. In the same way that when I do an evening show, it's the result of kind of my news aggregation from the morning and from the afternoon and from what I've seen. So coming in to do this show for you guys now, I didn't want to do it today because I didn't have the prep time necessary. Now there's plenty to talk about. We got Trump, AI, Jesus. So like it's every day, and this is the joke I would make on the American Journal, Anthony, every single day, it's like Trump gives you a gift of like something to talk about. It's like, oh man, I don't know what to do on my talk show. What am I going to talk about? Well, Trump just attacked the Pope. Trump just shut down the strait. Trump just declared victory, whatever. There's always a new insane tweet. So we do have news coverage for you guys today, and I have other things that I'm sure, Anthony, I'm sure you have plenty of things you want to get into as well. I'm not sure how long this live will last, but I just want to let you know right now, it's going to be a lot better than this. It won't be the gray area graphics. I'll have American Journal graphics for this. We're going to have Rumble channel. We're going to have Kick channel. We're going to have YouTube channel. All these things set up. But I am going to Vegas to do like 3 or 4 different shows. Okay, and I'm going to fly out today. I'm not going to say when I'm going to fly out, but I'm going to leave today and I'm going to get there.
Oh, really?
So that being said, with me going to Vegas, I didn't want to hop on the stream because I haven't put in the prep time today. But I'm going to Vegas. When I'm there, I'll have my computer, I'll have everything. I'm going to be working on this intensely. It's my mission to come back for you guys. And basically, the coming Monday, the following Monday, it's going to be similar vibes, similar style, similar graphics.
What shows are you going on?
To expect. What'd you say?
What shows are you going on?
I'm not going to reveal all of them just now, but a couple. I'm definitely going to do Jake Shields again.
Could set up some other ones for you.
Yeah. No, I totally forgot. Yes, please, Anthony. We'll talk. We'll talk after the stream.
Okay.
Forgive me. But my thing is like, I'm like searching around right now. Sadly, this has no monster in it. It's just water. The thing is, I've gotten into such a recovery hole with the show. Like, it's so brutal to have to do like a 3-hour daily morning live and then do like the nightly lives that I was doing or the gray area and whatnot. So I just need a little break. Like, I just need a little bit of time where I'm away from the camera, from the live streaming aspect, and I can kind of recalibrate and get centered, because the thing is, like, I get to a point where it's like with you guys, right? Like I really like the show. Like I'm a fan myself of like InfoWars, gray area, what we've been doing, conspiracy talks, what we've been calling it, right? I'm a fan of all that, and I want that to do well, but I also want the brand of each one of those things to do well. Like I want to have like, there's something about the InfoWars music and style and edits and everything that I really need for my own personal thing. And I don't currently have that right now. And I want to be able to provide that to you guys, because that helps me flavor my show. Like when I speak and the way that I act, and especially like we're going to do like 35-minute segments, Anthony, and then we're going to play an intermission and we're going to come back. So we're going to have time, you and me, we can talk, we can figure things out, me and the guest, whatever. And then we can come back and kind of get reloaded, because it is a lot to have to be continuous. Right. And like people, here's the thing. Okay. I deleted the tweets. All right. Don't be mad. Don't be upset. I went live today. Okay. Please don't beat me up. But people were literally like father, like son, I knew I'd be disappointed. And I was like, okay, well, I have to go live. You have to understand, I'm not like some yuppie, trendy retard that does this as like an optional thing. This is a survival mission for me. Like, I'm a supplement white labeler. I'm a manufacturer. I'm a shipper. I own a fulfillment center. I have employees. I have a serious payroll that I have to make. And I have real work that I have to do that isn't going to Vegas and doing the podcast or isn't doing the live stream. I got like 100 different emails I got to send. I got about like 8 different bills I got to pay. I got a ton of stuff on my plate for today. Now, all that is not me being a whiny. I'm not trying to complain about it. I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm happy to do live for you guys today. I want to do live for you guys today, but I was trying not to do it in order to save myself some serious grief. But that's okay. I promised you guys I'd be here for you on the New American Journal, and I will be doing this or some version of it from my hotel room. So whether that's a space or whatever that looks like this week, I will be live in the morning. I am always awake after 6 a.m. I wake up before then kind of naturally. So I will be here for you guys, and I really do appreciate you. So Anthony, with all that being said, I yapped for a long period of time. What's on your mind? What news have you seen? Of course, we're going to pull up the latest blasphemy from the dude.
Yeah.
It's another level. But
yeah,
the real one first. Can I show you the real one? This is what's really going on. Maybe you'll understand better after you see this. Because you see, if he had posted this, then it would have made a lot more sense. And, it would have been like, oh, well, here, I got to add it. Oh, who's he helping out?
Yeah.
Who's he healing there? Oh, would that be Jeffrey Epstein? Oh, I think it might be Jeffrey Epstein.
It's hilarious.
That's what's really going on. But I'm going to throw up the original image, and then you talk about it for a little bit. What do you think of this?
So supposedly this isn't even the original image. Supposedly there's an image even before.
Oh, you're right. I need to find that. And that's the thing, is I didn't have time to pull anything up. I'm going to look for that while you talk. Go ahead.
So yeah, supposedly there's like another image that's basically just that same image, but the guy in the bed looks different.
Okay.
So what the
And the
cute
angels are different too. They're not demons.
yes, they're actually soldiers. They're actually
Yeah,
soldiers.
yeah, they're like dead soldier spirit or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So the thing about this one is because they're trying to make the guy actually look like JFK Jr. Because this is signaling to the Q people that
Oh
like
no.
yeah,
It's Q?
yes,
Oh, come on,
yes,
man.
yes.
No.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're trying to say it's JFK Jr. JFK Jr. is going to come back because it's part of the Q stuff. Is like JFK Jr. faked his death. He's going to come back, and him and Trump are going to go and take out the cabal, and he's going to be the vice president or whatever. This is like the belief that they have.
Yeah, yeah.
But the original one is just like some regular guy. So they actually changed it to make him look like that. But then also, like you said, like you pointed out, there you go. Yeah, like the soldiers. No, that's still not the same guy.
Oh, what's up with that right there? That doesn't look friendly.
Yeah, so that I have another theory about that. So I've talked about it on the show before on Conspiracy Talks, but Donald Trump is the Babylon working ritual from Jack Parsons, L. Ron Hubbard.
Go ahead and get into it a little bit.
Yeah, so this was a book that was written by Aleister Crowley, that there will be white magicians versus dark magicians that will fight over this moon child, and this moon child.
And he's the greatest magician ever, according to the spirit cooking lady, Marina Abramovich. He's the great wizard.
Correct. And in the spell, it says that he will rule through liberty. Okay. Well, that to me looks like the Statue of Liberty, right? But what people don't realize is the Statue of Liberty is actually the statue of Lucifer. Okay. And the Order of the Golden Dawn, who is Aleister Crowley, that was his whole entire thing. This is why Donald Trump always says, we're in the golden age. We're in the golden age, because this is the false light of Lucifer.
Yes, it's the golden shower. That's we're being showered in gold right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. But and they're showing this demonic angel of liberty, of Lucifer, because the moon child will rule through liberty and he'll save the world. And this is what Donald Trump's role is. You know, I know this is a little bit far-fetched, but Donald Trump is literally posting pictures of him healing somebody and being a Christ-like figure.
Well, it's not even being Christ-like figure. Like, he's depicting himself as God, which is like literally the definition of blasphemy. I mean, if you remember the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego,
of course,
whatever, like King Nebuchadnezzar wanted to make them bow down to a giant golden idol of himself.
Yeah, they're going to burn in the furnace.
Literally, it's the definition of blasphemy. And you can say, oh, well, it's a funny meme. And like the thing that comes to my mind is people I haven't even seen this yet, but just the boomer chud, uniparty chud going like, hey, you upset about mean tweet, boy? And it's like, well, like, do you believe in anything? Well, like it's not even that it's a mean tweet. Like, people that are mentally feeble, people that are like brainwashed in this like really weird Christian dispensational sect or whatever, they actually believe in that and think that that's real. And like, that's the problem. And the thing is, there's not even enough of those people to believe that it's real in order to like get some sort of like political change or election. Maybe enough of them support Israel. Maybe all the old people are just slaves to Holocaust movies or whatever. But you really only do this to grift off of people. You do this to take people's money away. Like that's why you have like the mega church, like ticks that are on the underside of like a bloated, rotted cow corpus. That's why you have them on Trump. It's not because like they're there to affect some grand change or anything. Maybe they do something mild, but they're literally just there to grift. And I know for a fact, because I've seen the way people talk about us now, having, gone off the reservation or plantation, whatever offensive analogy you want to make about like leaving the Trump camp. The way people look at you like you've left God, that's where this all comes from, in my opinion. Yeah, like they worship him like he's their God. You see?
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, I see it all the time. Like, people are telling me like I need discernment. I need to go and open in my Bible that he's a man of God. It's like, I think you need to go open your Bible and look up like who the man of lawlessness is, because you're looking at him, like he's not showing. He's showing who he is at this point. And it's really crazy because that post was posted directly after he's having like a tweet off with the Pope. Like it just keeps on getting
Yeah,
crazy.
I got that too. I'll go ahead and pull that up because we got that as well. I'll go ahead and pull
Yeah.
that up. We could cover that. We also got the Iranian response to that because they also said something to the Pope.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, forgive me, guys. All right, we're gonna read this. All right, when I show you this, so this Jeffrey Pedersen guy. Okay, so him and this dude that he does a podcast with, whatever. I don't know their names. That's not me being dis. No one knows my name either. I'm also a nobody. But they do this show and they're like, "Well, InfoWar don't want to destroy Iran," and I'm not even mocking the voice. I'm just like
They're
just
cute
talking like the
people.
other
They're
dude
cute
talk like
people. They are.
InfoWar don't want to destroy Iran. And like, well, they don't want to ever talk to us. They won't ever have us on the network. They're too scared, you see. So I played it on War Room. And I was like, look, if you guys want to come on here and teach me about Q and the highest level military intelligence and all of it, please. Like, please come on. Because, like, you're saying no one wants to have you on. I want to have you on the show. Of course, the scurrying, the running away, all of it. I am going to use them, though, as a stenographer, which is what they are very unwittingly, because they think it's all some sort of like Harry Potter book where they're the wizards or something. They're running around because they're with Q. But I'll go ahead and read the Trump tweet on Leo. Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. He talks about fear of the Trump administration, but doesn't mention the fear that the Catholic Church and all other Christian organizations had during COVID when they were arresting priests, ministers, and everybody else for holding church services, even when going outside and being 10, even 20 feet apart. Well, like, who started all that, man? Who did the lockdowns? Was
Trump.
that Biden? Did Joe Biden do the lockdowns in 2020? Oh, he wasn't the president? It's so insane that the literal father of the vaccine, he's proud of it. Like the father, Operation Warp Speed, the person that empowered and enabled Fauci to do what he did, all of it gets to come out now after like his grand vaccine achievement for the Maha people is like getting the baby vaccine schedule down from like 120 to like 72.
Yeah, I know. It's
like it's just like, oh, well, you don't have to drink an entire bucket of poison anymore. You can have a gallon jug of it. That's fine. It's like, are you kidding me right now? And there and someone like Gordon will call my show and be like, well, you can't ever expect things to get better in the country. And it's like, well, what's wrong with you? We need to deport you. Like, honestly, I would take a Guatemalan that believes in America.
Yeah,
like over
right?
10 quarterings any day of the week. What's a Guatemalan going to do? Open a repair shop, become a functional member of society, employ people? What's the quartering going to do? Grift off of boomers, destroy the economy, vote for Lindsey Graham? That's a pretty easy trade.
Yeah, right?
I just, it's so insane, people. It's so, I'm going to keep reading it. For holding church services, even when going outside. I like his brother, Louis. Okay. Much better. I guess he has a brother like Obama had the brother that was pro MAGA or whatever.
Yeah.
Malik.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out Malik. Holy shit. I haven't thought about Malik in a minute.
He's based.
Shout out to Malik if he watches the program. But your relative doesn't like you, they like me more. And it's like, are we 5 years old? Wow. Okay. Because Louis on MAGA, he gets it and Leo doesn't. I don't want a pope, and we don't believe in the pope, by the way. We don't believe in the pope, but in the same way, this is just insane in general. We're just talking about it. And it is very disrespectful to a lot of people that are Roman Catholic. Extremely disrespectful to a large portion of your voter base. Why would you do this?
He's Catholic.
I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I don't think he thinks that. I don't think he endorses that. I don't want a pope who thinks it's terrible that America attacked Venezuela. Illegally attacked Venezuela, a country that was sending massive amounts of drugs. 1% of the fentanyl, all of it comes from Mexico, all just a total lie to make sure they have an IMF bank and make sure we take the oil. And he's like, well, we took the oil from Venezuela. And I was like, we liberated Venezuela from the evil cartel and we're killing Americans. And it's just like, we can't, there's not even a point to read this anymore. He's like, I wanted a landslide. Leo should be thankful. He was only put in the church because he was American. If I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. Wow. Unfortunately, Leo's weak on crime, weak on nuclear weapons. It doesn't sit well with Trump, apparently. That's what he says. Nor does the fact that he meets with Obama sympathizers. You don't talk to people that have talked to Obama. Well, like, why does that matter? Like whatever you say about Obama, Netanyahu's far worse. You know who Susan Collins ran the campaign for? Netanyahu.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, pot meat kettle. Like David Axelrod, a loser from the left, who is one of those wanted churchgoers and clerics who wanted churchgoers and clerics to be arrested. Leo should get his act together, use common sense, radical left, blah, 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 be the Pope, not a politician, hurting the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And just look at this.
It's insane. It's insane. It's delusions of grandeur, honestly. But like, and I'm not Catholic and I really don't believe in the Pope like that. But like, I can't believe I'm saying I'm on the Pope's side, you know?
Sure.
I'm on the Pope's side on this one. Like, he's against the war. He doesn't want to see this happen. And Trump is having this crash out because he wants to go and kill an entire civilization. It's like,
well,
who has the fruits there?
It's an example. Oh, I need water so bad. Come on, where's my water? I may have to go get water here for a second.
Yeah,
you may need to talk. But it's an example of just like there's no oversight to anything that he does. And like, here's the thing. I'm not saying that I want a president to be run by a team of people. But that's what we're getting now. And the only things that he's allowed to do is stuff like this. Yeah. Right. Whereas if you have a person that's making like 1,000 really impactful decisions, like every single day, of course, you're going to need a team of like 40 people to help manage all the various sectors of that. That would be the nature of being the president. But because everything is so automatic and the bureaucracy basically runs itself, he's basically like a giant 50-foot baby with a rubber stamp. And they have to be like, Donnie, use red stamp. And he's like, I got to use the red stamp. And he just, whatever they throw in front of him, he just kind of stomps it down on. And then to distract him, they kind of give him the phone. That's what I see. Yeah. And you talk about that. I got to get water.
Yeah, no, it's interesting also that like all the people that are against him are all Catholic. So there's like this Catholic coalition that's going on that's against Israel, and all the people like Joe Kent, I forget her name, Carrier Bollier, I think her name is. She's was a part of the faith team and got kicked off because Paula White and all of them ousted her. Fuentes, all these people are Catholic, and you know, I believe more in Orthodoxy. I've tried to get into the Orthodox Church. It's very hard. It's a lot to do. I'm still working on it, but I believe in the Orthodox Church, and I think that the Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church have a lot of things that are different, but a lot of similarities, you know, and they don't believe in Zionism. There was a letter put out from all the patriarchs in Jerusalem and in Palestine, and they basically were all saying that Zionism is a heresy. And I think that like all these people, like Mike Huckabee was arguing with the patriarchs. He was saying like, oh no, you're wrong. Like, I know God better than you. It's like, this is the apostolic church that was handed down, you know, and the schism happened, and, you know, the Catholic Church broke away because of the bias, and the Orthodox Church. But like I said, like there's a lot of similarities between them. You know, there's a lot of similarities and there's a lot of differences. But I think that the point really is that it comes down to is like that Trump is attacking Catholicism because all the people that are against him are Catholics. Candace Owens, Joe Kent.
Well, sure. It's not all those the pastor doesn't clap you in irons and do like a wailing dance over you to free you from the demons.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like the Protestant Christianity stuff that's been going on for a while, and like I'm not denigrating all Protestant Christians or anything like that, but Greg Locke, this pastor, he goes on my dad's show, and he's like, I'm a Christian's ass. I love Israel. But he baptizes people inside of a pig trough. And that's what it is. It's a cattle trough. It's what it is. You've never seen one of those before. And it has the blue and white Israeli flag draped over the side, and he dunks you in it. And he makes you into a goy. It's the goyim ceremony. So like this, for anyone to deny that this is like, that this is real and that this is like the spirit that Trump is involved with, like you're not paying very close attention. And you're absolutely right. The reason why he's not a fan of the Roman Catholics is because the Roman Catholics, they don't have the Pope doesn't tell them to serve Israel necessarily. So it doesn't match with their theology. And unlike, you know, a church that was in a mall or something, they have a lot of, you can argue if it's the original church history, but they have a lot of church history where they can go back and say, oh, like 800 years ago, we weren't doing this. So we're
Yeah.
not going to be doing it now. And that's how you can tell all these things are very modern heresies, are they not?
Yeah, for sure. And like, I really started to notice this like after Charlie Kirk passed, because that's when they really started to ramp up this like turning point, like different level of Christianity. You know what I mean? Like, you almost watch like the wheat from the chaff. You watch the people that like got put into this fake Zionist MAGA Christian movement, right? And whatever they say goes, because they believe that God anointed Trump and he's chosen, and
It's like grape
Israel's.
drink. It's like
Yeah,
grape drink. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's like we watch this happen, and it's becoming something that's manifesting. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like people, like you said before, like people will attack you because if you don't stand with Trump, then you don't stand with God. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it works at all. You
Yeah,
know?
no, 100% totally agree. Let's go to this. This is another topic, and we got a lot more. I need to pull more up. And here's we're about to get into the news. We're going to talk about the blockade. Here's the thing. I apologize. Show is going to get better. It's going to look more like the American Journal that you know and love. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that are here today that have carried over from the new network for my announcement. If you are not familiar with what I've been doing here on my X, I've been going live every night, but Thursday and Sunday I've been doing the show with Tim, and then Tuesday or Wednesday I've been doing a show with Anthony. But doing the American Journal and all of that, it kind of like, how you get jet lag, it kind of messed me up a little bit. So now I'm used to doing it in the morning, and I want to do it in the morning, but when I'm used to getting prepped for doing a show is in the evening time. And I'm kind of staggered. I'm about to travel right now, so I didn't have time to prep a truly proper show for you. And I'm sorry I went live late. I'm sorry I said that I wasn't even going to go live in the first place, because that made a lot of people mad. And you have a right to be mad because I told you I'd be here for you. So I do apologize for that. I'm very, very appreciative of anyone and everyone here today. If you need melatonin, if you need a better night's sleep, if you want to rest and you want to rest right, 50%off.com. Knockout sleep support. I'm sure you've heard me plug it before. If you heard me plug it before and you take melatonin and you didn't get it, please consider getting it. 50%off.com. Knockout sleep support. Anthony also has amazing beef tallow. We'll plug that another half hour into the show. Just want to let you know, the reason why I'm doing this is what I was saying earlier. I got a little distracted. We are not people that are able to have, we don't have like a $10,000 a month green drink sponsorship and no overhead. And we just come in here and we do a show. And it's like, oh, it's so hard with our producer and the lights. No, it's just me. It's just Anthony. We're just working. We're by ourselves. We're small business owners. We're manufacturers. We ship things out. It's what we do, working full-time jobs. And I'd like for this to become part of my job as well. But until I earn the right to tell you guys that I'm doing this professionally, and I could say maybe I've done it professionally before, still just an amateur in this. And I really appreciate it and thank you all for spending the time to just even pop into the stream today and to check me out and to just hear what I said through the airwaves on Friday and to show up here on Monday means a lot to me. I would never want to disrespect you in any way. It was cool to be on the network when it lasted, wasn't it, Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It really was. Even for me to just get on there one time, I felt like, wow, this is history. This is something that's been built for so long that I've been a part of, just watching and then being able to actually go on there. It's incredible, man. And I'm praying, that the new network is going to crush. It's going to be bigger than ever, that, nothing can stop the war on information,
Wow. Okay. All right. So we got this news. We're going to get to the news. So U.S. Navy warning the Strait of Hormuz, any boat leaving Iranian ports the next 2 hours could be interrupted or intercepted, boarded, or captured. Trump's blockade is starting at 3 p.m. GMT. So because Trump can't do anything about traffic through the Strait, what he's now going to engage in is piracy with any of the ships that have made the tollway purchase with Iran. Because he's saying, no, you're engaged in illegal activity. You're funding the terrorists. Now we have to do our tax, or we have to seize your ship, or we're going to do whatever. Yeah. So the United States, one of the reasons why we have the good reputation that we have, quote unquote, for our Navy is because we, quote unquote, protect international shipping. This is about the opposite of that. This is speed running. This is how to destroy the empire while not losing hundreds of thousands of people in a war. It's very interesting what's going on right now. In the same way it was interesting with Biden. You're like, why are you doing this? Why are you weaponizing Swift? Like, why would they do this? What do you think?
I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's going to make gas prices skyrocket, and it's going to get a lot of our ships hit with missiles. This is not going to stand. Like, it's like playing Battleship. It's like, okay, we're going to put them over there, and Iran has ballistic missiles that are just going to be able to crack them all day long. So it's really putting a lot of people in danger. And it's like it's gonna even like put a stronger chokehold on the petro market, globally. And I think that there's going to be, and like I see like a lot of people yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, but like all like MAGA had their marching orders or whatever. And they're like, everybody's coming to the Gulf of America. All the ships are coming in over there. They're going to start getting gas over there. That was Trump's plan the whole time.
Yes.
It's like, dude, no, it's not. It's not going to do anything.
Well, he's the great genius. Don't you understand? And this is the thing is like, how do you argue with someone that just like says what I just said, but means it? Like you're like, well, he's actually a retard. And they're like, no, you're a liberal. So you can't say that. You go, actually, he's not that smart. What makes you say that? He only went one for the president, 2 times, and it was really 3 times. Here's the thing, man. Like, he turned the country around. He's gonna make America great again. And then you're like, well, actually, when he bombed that school, it wasn't so smart. They go, what school did he bomb? You go, oh, well, he bombed the elementary school. He burned 180 little girls and their teachers alive. That's how you win with people. You have to have real data point that has genuine emotional response. So you're going to be able to inflict on somebody, and that's going to get them over on the right side. That has like a 20% success rate, because most of these people, their brains are far too crystallized, and they'll probably start singing Tom McDonald rap at you.
Yeah,
probably just revert to default programming at that point.
Facts. And I think Trump thinks that he's like Napoleon, but he's more like Genghis Khan. He's more of a savage. Like, this is like barbarism. What he's doing to not just the people of Iran, but what he's going to do to the entire world. And I have a theory also that this is going to come with energy lockdowns. Maybe not in America to start, but I think like Australia will see it. I've been seeing a lot of chatter of like places that are like, I
don't know about us. Definitely Europe, definitely Australia. I mean, the stuff happening in Ireland right now is pretty crazy. Look at this. This is the Iranian president. Keep in mind, guys, the president is not like our president. He's kind of like their Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of State, or not even Secretary of State, because that's foreign. He's he's a domestic policy head, but he does matter. Breaking: Iranian President Pezeshkian sends apology to Pope Leo after Trump insulted him and Jesus. His Holiness Pope Leo the 14th. Is that what it is? I guess so. I condemn the insult to your excellency on behalf of the great nation of Iran, and declare the desecration of Jesus, he says, the prophet of peace and brotherhood, God, of course we know that, is not acceptable to any free person. I wish you glory by Allah. Now, you can make arguments here, but who's more respectful? It's very interesting. Because these are the theocratic, muzzy monsters who want to kill everybody. And I heard they want to kill the Christians. I heard they want to kill all the Jews. Anyone that doesn't wear the burqa, they're going to beat them up. Oh, wait. I see videos of women with their hair out and dressed very, very relatively immodestly, at the mall. You see videos of people, in neighborhoods just like ours, with kids walking down the street just like ours. No women wearing trash bags, no women being bonked over the head, nothing like that. It looks like a modern society, because it is. It is one, right? Now, you can argue, are their ethics or morals different than ours? Yes, maybe in some respects, because they're a theistic society and we're an atheistic society. We're totally secular. You could say it's better. You could make that argument on the religious perspective. That's debatable. But for Trump to come out here very clearly, just like King Henry VIII, he's setting up his own new religion here. That's what this is. Now you got to keep in mind, I think it was I think he wanted a divorce from Catherine of Aragon, and I think it was to Mary Anne Boleyn. One divorced, divorced, murdered, died, divorced, murdered, survived. I think that's how it goes. The old rhyme. I'm surprised I still know that. But to get rid of Catherine Aragon, Henry went to the Pope and is like, get rid of this. I need this gone. And Pope's like, no, you can't do that. And you're also like, you're not supposed, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe you're not supposed to marry your brother's widow or something. Maybe it was originally that he had an issue. I don't know. Point being, he eventually broke from the Catholic Church and is like, I'm setting up my own thing. That's the Church of England that'll let you have as many divorces as you want because you're the king and you set it up. That's literally like we're mirroring in history. You see, and it's not the same thing because the Pope is not as much an important figure anymore in the world. It doesn't revolve around Europe, but it's the same thing. This is just another FU.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like a billion people that are Catholics or more. So
yeah, and the one thing I will say that there's a positive to is that I see a lot of people that are, coming out and saying that this is blasphemous. There's not as many as people that are like, there's not that many Gunther Eaglemans that are like turning this into a good thing. Like most people are like, whoa, is Trump the Antichrist? Like, is Trump this blasphemer? Like, I think that this was kind of a Band-Aid ripping off moment for a lot of people where they're like, okay, I can't do it anymore.
Well, don't the Jews believe that it's like there's a guy that comes before the guy?
Yeah.
What's that about? Do you know anything about that?
So they believe that before the actual Moshiach comes, that there will be like the witnesses, the witnesses that will come down from heaven. This is in our Bible as well. This is in
and
Revelation.
The slave gets the ear pierced.
Yes, and that already happened, as we know. The slave got their ear pierced in Butler. Interesting enough, right?
Well, I mean, isn't in Leviticus or whatever, if the slave or the servant
it's in Exodus.
Genesis, not going to leave.
No, Exodus.
If the slave is not going to leave the master after like the 7-year allotted like time period of indentured servitude or whatever it was considered at the time, then they get like a dowel or like whatever put through their ear or something.
Yes, and that's where earrings and everything come from as well. So, Trump is that guy. I believe he's not the Antichrist. I believe that he's the beast. I believe he's the beast, and he will.
I'm not all there with you on all this, but I think that it's far more reasonable to consider than people saying my buddy Trump is in a fight and I'm in a fight too. And it's like, well, not really. Maybe he is like the Antichrist or at least like the usher in or whatever. Because like, here's the thing, like we had Simon Dixon on the show and he just explains how Trump is kind of perfectly ushering in this multipolar world. Right? Yes. He's perfectly bringing it all in. And it looks like everything that you would do on purpose to destroy the country and to make it weaker and to just like bring in an era where America is not the hegemon, all while saying it's for that. So you have to look at it as like what's the real purpose of this? I think it's a much longer game. I think all these world events are just a little too weird to be coincidental. Obviously, it's the devil pulling the strings. Like we know that's the master of this world. We're aware of that. It talks about that in the Bible as well. So a little bit lighter side because it's a little depressing there. Trump's bodyguards now armed with massive drone gun, and I want you to take note of this because this is everything, right? And this is Trump's world, and this is why Trump thinks that everything is okay, and this is why he thinks everyone still loves him, is because when he's out on the golf course, when he's not bombing little kids or starving an entire nation or trying to genocide them or threatening it. He's on the golf course with other multimillionaires and billionaires and professional athletes that live in a bubble, a completely insulated world where the gas doesn't mean anything to them. The price of food doesn't mean anything to them. Groceries don't matter to them because they don't do their own grocery shopping. Okay. But they're out there on the golf course having a grand old time. And then you got the orange lizard that pulls up. This is like a trucker pulling a truck stop. The lot lizard pops out. Like, let me hop in. Let me hop in with you. Only, it's higher class, so it's okay. But she's still a political prostitute for her own class. She doesn't know that, but I'm going to go ahead and play it.
She's in great shape. You want a picture?
I don't want to get anti-Semitic here, but what's the over-under that lady's Jewish?
We don't know. But hey, Unk's got to get hands-on. Unk's got to monitor the situation. So what's Unk going to do here?
Come on over here. Is she in good shape?
She in good shape.
Come on over here. Is she in good shape? Is crazy.
Is she fat?
Crazy.
If she's fat, she's got to move. She got to.
This is what I talk about grandpa at the nursing home. Like Biden's the guy that's asleep in the bed. Trump is the one that's like going around trying to like attack the cleaning lady.
That's
he's grandpa's got to go home. This is not good.
Yo.
What? He's in great shape.
Well, did you see what he said to Paulo
Interesting
Costa?
point for the video to cut off, I will say. Interesting that it all goes black
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah. Did you see what he said to Paulo Costa?
No. Oh, you're so handsome. Are you a fighter? I want you to have relations with my wife, Melania. Good grief. Yeah, no, it's weird, man. It's super weird. It's not normal.
He's like,
And
you're
this-
beautiful. You're beautiful. You shouldn't be a fighter. You're too good.
Oh, he said
looking
he
to be
was
a fighter."
beautiful.
He said it was beautiful. He said you're too good looking to be a fighter, and he like grabbed on his leg. Like
He touched him?
Yes, bro. Very zesty.
Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I guess it's just the Trump show today. All right. Because I haven't. Here's the thing. I saw that Yuri lost. That depressed me to the point where I didn't even want to go and rewatch or watch the card at all. So I kind of blocked it out. Paulo Costa won. He beat up Azamat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Third round.
Good fight.
Yeah, good fight.
Yeah. And then he, of course, Paulo Costa, because he's Brazilian and whatever, he immediately just started licking the boot of Trump. Oh, Trump, I'm so happy you're here. Say Brazil, go bomb them too. And like he like jumps out. And
Really?
He like jumps out and goes talks to Trump. And what Trump says,
This
to
is
him,
Roman Empire.
straight up. I can't
You're
imagine.
a beautiful guy.
Yeah, bro, super Roy Khan, super like. It's insane.
Thank you. Go do what you're doing. You're a beautiful guy. Great fighter. Thank you. Put me to more than you win and stop.
Like he's a horse or something.
Give him the tap.
I know about buildings. That's structural integrity. Let me tell you right there. Wow, dude. That's crazy.
I'll give you a model. You look so good. You're too good looking to be a...
You should be a model.
You want him to be your pool boy? Are you interested in that? Maybe he is.
I think he goes
Good
both
grief,
ways. I think he goes both ways.
You are a silk fighter. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's funny. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
Yikes.
He's like, you better put me on the White House card. Like you better get. That's what they all want. So like, when is that?
Man. Oh, that's
you know
gonna be
when that is?
insane. It's gonna be in June. It's on Trump's birthday. It's on Trump's 80th birthday.
He literally he is the Roman Emperor. Like
Yeah.
we live in the Roman Empire. Like we're citizens of the empire, and the emperor is Trump.
Literally.
And like he's making the army collect seashells. He's making the horses senator. He's doing all the classic things. He's even burning Rome down so he can build a new palace. Like it's all the allegory is all right there. Okay, the Hormuz blockade is in effect. Apparently, I'm just checking the news feed, and we got a bunch of wonderful videos of Orthodox Easter, real Easter, Pascha, happy Pascha to everyone watching.
Christ is
yesterday.
risen. Christ is risen.
Let's take a look at this. They'll tell you that this is not a conspiracy theory,
Wow.
or that this is a conspiracy theory, or this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's normal.
A lot more red than green.
That needs to be put on a T-shirt somehow, like in an effective way. And it's hard because you've got so many of them. You can do the thing where it's kind of like dots and it's kind of like showing Congress or whatever. That kind of looks a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our country's completely sold out at this point.
I like how Elon's talking about South Africa and he doesn't talk about Gaza or Lebanon or Iran or anything. It's like, what about this thing happening here? And it's like, well, because you won't talk about the other things, it completely invalidates your position on the thing you're worried about. You have to be logically consistent.
He doesn't want to get sent to Auschwitz again. You know,
did he have to go learn about the
Yeah,
Holocaust?
yeah. Oh, yeah. He went there with Shapiro and Netanyahu. They brought him
Oh,
to
I thought you were about to
Auschwitz.
say Shmooly. That would be crazy.
no. That's the next one. If he does it again.
Oh, Rabbi Shmuley, I saw this. Rabbi Shmuley claims that the Jesus talked about in the Talmud and all the nasty stuff they say is not the same Jesus of the Bible.
Yeah, it's a lie.
That's the latest jujitsu move out of Shmuley. Shmuley's like the John Danaher of lies. You know, he's always figuring out new attacks,
Yeah,
new techniques.
Yeah, they try to use that whole entire Jesus was a Jew thing, and it's like, no, Jesus Christ is God, and you guys
Right.
denied him as God. So it doesn't matter if he came from modern, where you think modern Judaism comes from, which it
Well,
doesn't
also
anyway.
the people that are the people that are real Jews, the people they bomb. Like the people that are most genetically similar to the people that lived in the time of Christ in that land, or the people that live in Gaza, live in the West Bank, that live in Lebanon, for that matter. I mean, talk about Lebanon.
Yeah,
That's like historic Christian
yeah,
country.
Damascus,
Yeah,
Tyre, like
seriously. Like
super.
those are the original Christians. And like think about it. Like we live thousands of miles away from them in a country that was created like 250 years ago as a offshoot breakaway project of the British colonial empire, which itself was inspired by elements of the German and Roman Empire and blah 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 blah. And this entire trek, and you literally have the people that are not one step removed from it, that are like on the ground that Christ walked literally.
Yeah,
And we're like, well, we're going to kill them all because they don't know anything about worshiping God. And actually, we have to kill you to bring the third temple and blah, blah, blah. So a bunch of Polish people, a bunch of Lithuanian people, and a bunch of Russian people that claim to be Jewish can
yes,
go ahead. It's just it's so insane.
they're from the
And
wrong bloodline. They're from the bloodline of Japheth, from Ashkenaz. And
whatever. It's all
that's not even
it's all
Shem.
wild.
Yeah,
It's all wild. But they want to memory hole all that. That's why they don't want anybody to know real history.
yeah.
Okay. We got this. Prime Minister Netanyahu disclosed that Vice President J.D. Vance briefed him by phone while aboard his plane after failing to negotiate a peace deal with Iran and Pakistan. He briefed me in detail, as this administration does daily. Miga, please.
Well, what's so funny about this is, like, we were told from Pete Hegseth, from Trump, from everybody, they're begging for a ceasefire. They're begging us. They'll come to the table. They'll make a deal with us no matter what. And reality is, Iran shut them down. That's really what it comes down to. It wasn't like Iran was like, oh yeah, we'll accept all. No, they were like, no, you accept what we say, or we're out, and we don't care. We'll keep fighting you because we're winning. We know we're winning.
Right.
So it's like this whole entire lie of like, oh, they're obliterated and they have no military and they're dying to make a ceasefire. No, they're not. Clearly, they're not.
Well, the thing is, Trump is like, I gave them a haircut. They've been defeated. Like I destroyed their boats that they don't use. I destroyed their planes that they don't use. I didn't destroy their missiles. I didn't destroy their drones. I didn't destroy their military leadership. Oh, I did. I obliterate. Oh, it doesn't matter. They have like a 7 down the line replacement list, and it's all decentralized, and the country's run off like 8 different independent cells, all with a regional commander. It is inside of a mountain that you can't kill. Like, I wish I had the graphic of what these like granite fortresses look like.
It's insane.
Like that's why, as this goes on, the threat of the nuclear weapon increases, because every day, Netanyahu's getting briefed in detail. He's going, it would be so much easier if we could just drop a nuke on them. So just teach them a lesson just that one time. And then you know what happens? We drop a nuke, we drop a couple nukes. It's not enough. We have to drop like 50. And then Iran, Persia doesn't exist anymore. And then we get nuked, and then everybody gets nuked and everybody dies. Yeah. But Netanyahu doesn't go to prison. He's just dead. So he thinks that's worth it.
After the first nuke, Pakistan would nuke Israel immediately.
So, right. And it would nuke India as well. All right. So he briefed me in detail. This is Netanyahu talking about Vance. As this administration does daily, wild, on developments in the negotiations, and made it clear that the main issue is the removal of all of Iran's enriched nuclear material and ensuring that there's no more enrichment in Iran in the coming years, possibly for decades, said Netanyahu. Well, they're not going to agree to no enrichment. You don't have the right to ask for no enrichment. You're not God. You're not in charge. You're not the emperor of Earth. They're going to enrich uranium. And that's what this whole conflict is about. It's actually not about them having a nuclear weapon. Witkoff, during the 12-Day War, I saw the video clip. You can't tell me it's not real. He came out and said, we're very close to reaching an agreement. The Iranians are very close to accepting 3.5% enrichment. You use 3 to 5% for civilian purposes. They're very proud of their nuclear program because their nuclear program was developed with basically zero outside help. Unlike all the other nations where it's a collaborative project, they have been sanctioned, they have been abused by the U.S. empire, and they're very proud of what they were able to build on their own, and they want the right to continue to do that. And you listen to me go, that's insane. You sound like you're on the Iranian side. What are you going to do about it? What are you gonna put on your Batman belt? You gonna go fly the B-2 bomber like Han Solo? You're gonna drop the bomb in the nuclear reactor shaft? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna stop them from doing that? Is it worth it to stop them from having a civilian nuclear program to kill 10,000 children? Some of you seem to think so.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And Trump yesterday on Maria Bartiromo was talking about I could take them out in one day, I could take them out in an hour, which he's alluding to a nuke as well. And I think really the lesson here is that, you know, I hate my government, I love my country, but as we know, our country is celebrating its 250th birthday. Places like Iran and China are like 4,000-year-old dynasties that have like civilizations that are so rich and have fought in wars and like really have such a sense of like understanding.
Iran recently lost 400,000 people, 400,000 troops fighting Saddam Hussein, fighting a World War I level war with chemical weapons that Saddam Hussein was given by America. Yeah. Why we had the weapons of mass destruction excuse or thing we could point to as a potential real thing is because Saddam had used chemical weapons before, ones we gave him on the Iranians. Yeah. So you think about stuff like that. When was the last time America went through a chemical weapon attack? When was the last time we had a War 1812 type of scenario where you have this massive invasion? Hundreds of years ago, something like this. So it's just you got people on the golf course thinking about real estate, and then you got people thinking about survival and thinking about Allah. Like what is, and we just got this. This is just breaking, Anthony. Another Trump tweet. 3 minutes ago, 10:23 a.m. or I guess 10 minutes ago. Iran's navy is laying at the bottom of the sea, completely obliterated in 158 ships. Well, they have thousands of tiny little schooners with rocket launchers and you can lay mines. Like that's not important. What we have not hit are their small number of what they call fast attack ships because we did not consider them much of a threat. Warning, if any of these ships comes anywhere close to our blockade, they will be immediately eliminated using the same system of kill that we use against the drug dealers on boats at sea. It's quick and brutal. P.S. 98.2% of drugs coming into the U.S. by ocean or sea have stopped. That's not...
It's lies. It's more
source, I made it up. Source myself. It's just... You know what, Anthony? I am 6'11", and I can bench 495 pounds, 4 set of 10, because I say so. Have you never seen me not do that? How can you say it hasn't happened if you haven't seen it? I'm the president after all. Like I truly am 6'11", and it's just like no, this is very much so not true. You're 5'11", and you could hardly do 225 for 5. Okay, we're gonna be realistic. Okay, Mr. Trump. So we haven't eliminated 8.2% of drugs. Maybe we eliminated 1.1% of drugs in Venezuela. It didn't even matter. So it's just another lie. I've been stopped. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT.
Yeah, and I think once they hit one of those boats, one of those little speed boats, then missiles are coming at every single one of those ships because that's aggression. That's war. Now you're basically saying, okay, well the fight's back on. You know. What do you think?
Wow. How disappointing. You know, we'll leave that up on screen for people that want to read that for a little while.
Yeah. Well, what do you think though? Like if they hit one of those little boats, that's war again, right? Like that's considered.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what it means for the ceasefire to be over. I don't know if Israel's still getting hit, if they're not getting hit. I don't like Lebanon and all that. I guess it just means the American bases that are like in smoldering ruins, the smoldering ruins are just on fire again. You know, like it's just like, what does it even mean? I don't know. Like they definitely, this is me speculating in my opinion, what I think to be highly probable. I think they did hit that ship. Like,
oh yeah,
no way,
for sure.
No way they didn't. Because like, it just doesn't, it's so humiliating to have to like make up the excuse of, laundry fire and it's out of commission for a year. Are you serious? And that will come out.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll come out for sure.
I don't know if you saw there's like a video of like the C-130 that was going back to the Middle East, and it had just like all holes patched all over it. Like it looked like it like they put like Swiss cheese on this thing, you know? So like all those bases did get hit. There's a lot of people in America, because I mean, I deal with them all day long, that are like, oh, you're a traitor, you're believing the propaganda. It's like, dude, I'm watching it with my own eyes. Like I'm watching our bases get hit. You're just not watching it.
They told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their most essential command. Okay. We're about an hour in here. I really want to appreciate or just give appreciation to everybody who's here because of American Journal. I've been going live every night, and I've been doing great area talks on Thursday, Sunday, and then a Tuesday show with Anthony. It's all going to be the morning going forward from now. It's all going to be a 3-hour morning show from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I had a ton of stuff planned out for this week. I got to go to Vegas and film a bunch of shows. I promised you guys that I'd be in the chair for you here Monday, so I wanted to do that. I wanted to be in the chair for y'all today, breaking down the news and also just catching y'all up on what the new American Journal show is going to look like. I'd like y'all's thoughts on whether you like New American Journal or My American Journal better. I'm really excited, but it was great to get to go to the studio. And even though it was a ton of effort and it's the 3 hours in the morning, you got to drive there, drive back. It's more like 4 or 5 hours. Even though it was a whole thing, we have a crew there. We have a technical system there. We have a call-in system there. We have call screeners there. We have everything set up. So it's like easy and advantageous for me to give you a great broadcast. Right now, I'm literally just sitting here in my dining room and you're sitting here in your house, right, Anthony?
Yeah.
So we've got a plan as to how we want to elevate this and take it to the next level and do intermission breaks, do segment breaks, have this be a staggered professional 3-hour show, have guests every time, have callers every time. It's going to be like the show that you know and love, even better. But to do that, I got to be real with you guys, and I got to ask you for your support if you can spare it. I have the best melatonin in the entire world, plus a bunch of other phenomenal ingredients. Knockout Sleep Support. Okay, this is a classic InfoWars Life product. If you came over here from American Journal, I'm a supplement manufacturer, white labeler, shipper. I've been doing this for 5 years. That's my day job. That's my real job. I'm not just someone that comes and sits in front of the camera for you guys. I do stuff in the real world. I'm an employer. Like I said, I do warehousing. I do all of it. It's very expensive. But I'm very, very proud to be able to offer classic products like this. This is something that I've reformulated, that I've remade. I added GABA to it. I added magnesium, L-theanine to it. I made the already effective herbal blend even better. And you can look at all the phenomenal ingredients here. It's got valerian root extract, L-tryptophan, melatonin, lemon balm leaf extract, chamomile. That's blue chamomile straight from Germany. Magnesium, GABA, L-theanine. Literally everything that you would ever want to take to get a perfect night's sleep in a sleep product, you can get it right here. If you're already taking melatonin and a magnesium, I just guarantee you right now, both those products are like 15 to 18 bucks. You're getting a better deal here on this one when you buy it. And I guarantee usually the price of those supplements is going to be a lot more. And when you throw in the valerian root, when you throw in the GABA, the L-theanine, the magnesium, you're getting a lot more value here than most other products. And I got it. And like, this is something I've been taking for 10 years. And when we ran out of the old stockpile that we had, I knew we had to make more of it. I've got Knockout Sleep Support on here. I've also got really amazing supplement products. I've got Brain Force Plus on here. When this is sold out, I won't be reformulating it, or if I do, it'll be under a different label and I'm going to change some of the ingredients. If you want genuine, vintage, real, authentic Brain Force Plus, you can get it right now on 50percentoff.com. When this is gone, it's gone for good and it will not be back. So you can get it while supplies last. I think I have like 500 left of these. So if you guys want to buy these, they're available right now. And that's why the price point is what it is. It's limited edition. You can get Brain Force right now. I've also got, if you're looking for something a little bit stronger on the sleep front, especially, I've got Dreamwave PM. This is a 1,500 milligram full spectrum CBD tincture. It's got 3 to 6 milligrams of melatonin and 50 to 100 milligrams of blue chamomile per dropper. Okay, half dropper, full dropper. And if you're going to buy CBD, you know about buying CBD, Anthony. If you're going to buy CBD, like you're getting 1,500 milligram full spectrum with the other ingredients for under 40 bucks. All lab tested. You can read the COA on the site, all of it. It's like the best formula around. And like that, have you heard a better deal than that?
No, that's a great deal, actually.
Yeah, no, like, and the thing is, number one thing that people struggle with, people want support with, is sleep. I make it super easy to support me, whether you want a really high quality sleep blend like this that's got the CBD in there for the like the real punch, the real kick, or you just kind of want like the this is non-habit forming also, but you want kind of like the more mild version of sleep and relaxation, but also is just still damned effective day after day. I got Knockout Sleep Support here. And I got this, and literally you pay like $8, you get sleep, you get CBD on top of the sleep formula. So like that's an incredible deal. I've got the emulsified nano CBD. This is water soluble. A lot of people don't like to do the thing where they leave it under their tongue. You have to do that for the oil-based CBD. Like the reason why this is such an incredible formula is because when you take it, you can brush your teeth, you can wash out your mouth, put it in your mouth, and then go to bed. And it literally tastes so amazing, especially with a little bit of water to kind of like wash it down and give you all the flavor. the blue chamomile. It's from Germany. It's from this company called Flavex. It does these really high level extractions. I mean, it's awesome. But if you don't want to have to deal with that, you just want to squirt it down your throat or put it in orange juice or water to get like the really powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. This is like 90% bioavailable. Like the oil base is like 8 to 12 to 20%. If you want the real mojo effect of CBD, get the Ultra Chill or Ultra Green. I've got Ultra Chill as well. This has 200 milligrams of ashwagandha in it. So if you want to take an ashwagandha supplement, a CBD supplement, and a theobromine supplement, which is like a better version of caffeine, comes from chocolate. It's the chocolate stimulant. That's all here. Like these are really cool formulas, guys. I like these. This isn't something where I'm just like, oh, I'm just a chud. I'm just a grifter. I'm just going to make a product. I love these. I take these daily. I've been selling supplements for decades. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I do. This is my info war. This helps me fund my info war, helps us fund shows and projects like this one, helps us have the time to do them as well. Anthony, you've got the amazing beef tallow as well for everybody cooks. Literally, not everybody takes melatonin, but everybody cooks. Tell them about the seed oils. Tell them about the bioavailability of this, all of it.
Yeah. So obviously there's a lot of bad things that are going on with these seed oils. They were used for submarine lubricant and then put into our food through cottonseed oil and Crisco and whatnot. This is the way that we originally cooked. We cooked with animal fats, whether it was tallow or lard or butter. But tallow is actually the best thing that you can cook with. It's high in vitamins A, D, E, and K. It boosts your CLA, so it's fat that will make you lose fat. We sell it for cooking, and we also sell it for skincare. It's absolutely amazing for your skin. It helps with retinol, so it helps with acne. It actually tightens your skin because it has great properties for elasticity. This is non-cotomagenic, so that means that it actually goes through your pores. It's not like a petro. These ones that sit on top of your pores. Plus, the way that we make it, we don't use essential oils. We actually infuse this with real raw ingredients. So these are real ingredients that are going to get through and have properties like antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. This stuff's amazing. We have thousands of testimonials. This is actually our deodorant. The deodorant is amazing. I do jujitsu. I work out. I put it on. I don't smell. I don't sweat. And you're not putting things like baking soda, aluminum, any of these parabens in your body. Our armpits are a huge pore. And what do you think we're putting into them? And this is why we're having so many problems. So at the Ungovernable Project, we are super passionate about giving people a product that actually has real results, and everything is handmade and made here in Texas. And just like Rex is so passionate about what he does with all of his supplements, and look at him, he is literally a walking poster board for it. He's so smart, sharp between the ears. That's because of all the products that he has, that he uses. And
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
For real. And the same thing for us with our tallow. My skin looks good. I don't have that bloated feeling. I feel satiated. I feel stronger in the gym. I've lost a lot of weight from this. My girlfriend has lost 80 pounds from just using tallow.
Wow.
So there's real results. You know, we have people that have lost hundreds of pounds. We have people that have gotten rid of their eczema, have gotten rid of their psoriasis, chemical burns, you name it. So come check us out. It's www.theungovernableproject.com. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We appreciate it. Check out Ungovernable Project, especially use tallow, use these type of products. Definitely going to be something there for you. And yeah, I mean, like, my cognition is pretty good. And that's because, you know, I use a lot of these nootropic products. And here's the thing. If you want to take CBD plus CBG, if you want to take 200 milligrams of ashwagandha, if you want the theobromine, this stack, I literally designed this for my dad. Like I made this formula because my dad likes theobromine. My dad likes ashwagandha. My dad likes CBD. Like, this is literally everything that chills him out. So if you want the Alex Jones formula, which is literally what I designed it to be, you can get Ultra Chill. And I've got a bunch of other phenomenal supplement brands as well. I've got shroomforce.com. You know, I'll just go ahead and plug that. I'm not trying to do like a whole plug session. I got a whole bunch of news that I just pulled up while you were talking, but I'm going to go ahead and show you this.
Yeah. Shroom Source is amazing. I love
Shroom Source is really incredible. Here's the thing. If you're taking a mushroom coffee or one of these blends, the trick they play on you is the proprietary blend. They're like, oh, it has lion's mane, but it has like 50 or 100 milligrams of it. If you want the cognitive effects of taking something like this, or taking something like golden root, you got to take either like a half a gram for like a couple months, or you got to take a gram for a whole month, right? To get the BDNF, the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, get the neuroplasticity, the younger brain, the new skill learning, all of it. You have to take an efficacious dose. So what I do, I have 600 milligram capsule. I sell you a 60 count. That's either a 2-month supply at a moderate dose or a 1-month supply at a really high, like ultra dose, as I call it. And what's the price point on that? $30. I'm always going to do budget premium. It's always going to be a 360 win. The reason why I can offer you prices like this is because I am someone that controls the manufacturing and the shipping. Now, that could change if I don't have the grassroots support for these products, and I may have to seek other people out to do the manufacturing. I don't want to do that. That's why supporting all these various stores, whatever supplements you need, if you have the money and you're going to buy them anyway, I'm telling you, like right now, you find a better deal, at me about it, message me about it, and I'll try to get you something better. I'll try to add a discount to it. But I've got all these phenomenal ingredients. I've got ashwagandha straight here. This is a Viking adaptogen, modulates dopamine, norepinephrine, amazing for focus. That's the one I took this morning. Golden root, cordyceps, amazing for exercise, boosts oxygen carrying capacity. You've been taking this one at the gym.
Oh yeah,
right?
It's amazing. I don't even use pre-workout anymore. It's amazing. And
It's
it's great
really
for
that good?
jujitsu. Oh, I love it, dude. And I love it for jujitsu as well because it just locks you in. It locks you in. It gives you energy. Like I feel like, I don't know if it's in my head, if it's like a placebo effect, but I feel like it gives me better cardio as well. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's the
I could
oxygen.
I could breathe better.
Yeah, it increases VO2 max on record. But yeah, all right. Thank you so much for listening to that plug, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut it back to us really quick while I clear out my old tabs and throw in some new ones here. We got some news, and a lot of it's really sad. A lot of footage has come out now about Lebanon. Apparently now they're removing cities on Google Maps
I saw
like they
that.
never existed. Isn't that
Yeah.
Orwellian? Isn't that a true nightmare to think about?
It's disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. Greater Israel Project.
Well, yeah, it's what genocide is. Genocide is erasing a civilization or a culture of people that is distinct. And what they're doing is they're trying to just turn them all, into the brown people. They're all just the muzzies over there, even though they're not. They're all just, the subhumans that we can bomb all we want because we're the civilized people. We're the Americans, you see. We're the Israelis. We're the chosen people in the goy.
Yeah, and if you're actually watching what's happening in the MAGA movement right now and MAGA influencers, you're watching this really be ramped up every day of them trying to make it look like if you stand with Muslims, then you're a traitor and you're an Islamist, and they'll like post pictures of bacon. And I'm like, dude, I eat bacon. I'm a Christian. Like,
right.
I'm just standing with people that are getting maimed and destroyed by a bully.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look, I'm eating pig, and the person's like dead in the street.
Yeah.
Like what are you doing?
Yeah. Like they try to make a joke about it. And it's like, dude, I pray for your souls because God is not happy. God is not happy.
No, absolutely.
People, especially Donald Trump. He knew it. He said, I'm not going to heaven. Came out of his own mouth. So he knew it was coming. But
all right, I'm looking for a Trump clip here. Apparently Tucker just called Trump a slave.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I wish. Why do people, when they label clips? Okay, all right. You know what? Shout out Mark Levin. Mark Levin actually had the right clip.
I'm sure he did.
So he came in from the top rope. Let's go ahead and watch this.
Well, I haven't fallen out with him. I mean, I've known him for decades. I've always liked him. And I think anyone who spent time with him likes him. I feel sorry for him, as I do for all slaves. He is not free in this moment at all to do what he thinks is best for himself or his country.
What do you mean?
No, he's not free. And we learned that yesterday when Donald Trump announced a ceasefire, clearly with relief, and made its terms or most of its terms public. And then that ceasefire ended within 2 hours because Israel intentionally violated the terms by attacking not just southern Lebanon, but the city of Beirut.
So are you saying he's a slave to Benjamin Netanyahu?
I don't think it's as simple as he's under the control of Netanyahu. But, you could summarize it that way and you wouldn't be totally inaccurate. Well, I haven't fallen out with him. I mean, I've known him for decades.
And I think like this is the thing, whereas like Candace came out, my dad came out, Tucker came out, Megyn Kelly, I guess, also came out. And you notice how they're all taking the high road with Trump. You notice it. And of course, you could say, oh, this is a barb, this is a jab. Even the way he says it's not passive aggressive what he's saying, because he's just saying the truth. He's like, look, I like Trump. I like Donald Trump. I like to think Trump is my friend, but it's sad that he's a slave now. He's just like repeating reality. It's not even an insult. Like, how can you say Trump is not a slave?
Yeah, no, for sure. And you're sorry.
Like, it's really quick. Like when I was on with Keaton on Due Dissidence, and he was reading that New York Times article about how Netanyahu sits in the front, and like their intelligence sits in the front, and Trump sits to the side, and he gets briefed. It's humiliating for the nation.
Yeah, yeah. And to pick back up on like what you said about how nobody's really going at Trump like the way that he probably expected them to, especially your dad. Like your dad handled it like straight up a chess player. You want to talk about 5D chess? He handled it like 5D.
We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch the JP Sears.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I don't know if you watched the episode with him and Sean Johnson, your dad and Sean Johnson. That was a great episode too. But just the way that he handled it, and like Sean pointed this out as well. He's like, you could have, like, he literally attacked you, and you didn't really like go crazy on him. Like you handled it with grace. You handled it with like actually being like calm in the moment. You know, like Trump was trying to rage bait everybody, and your dad, like, he obviously could have flew off the top, and he didn't.
Well,
so.
Trump is trying to rage bait everybody because he's afraid. He's scared. He knows his time is up. It's like making a deal with the imp or something. He has like a year timer, and he can see how it's ticking down until his death, and then he'll be hated forever. But it's the grasping at straws, right? It's like I'm just gonna attack harder, and like maybe I'm gonna break my way through. I used to have this plaque. I took it down because fuck Trump, but it said like, when someone attacks me, I don't like have mercy. I attack back only 1,000 times harder or 100 times harder. It's not working anymore. Because here's the thing: when you're attacking and you don't have an argument based off of truth or righteousness, other people can come in and they can take moral high ground on you. And it doesn't matter how angry you get; you just keep sinking lower into the mud, and they just keep rising above you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And like that, like the person that gets angry in a debate loses, and that's why I shouldn't have crashed out on the quartering. He just made me so mad. But the thing is, whereas what he was doing, which is like the smarmy, like gelatinous defense of not being touchable and not having any real positions, we actually have a real position. So when Trump goes, "You're insane, you're crazy," what that is, he's saying that we don't have real position, and you're about to see the real position. We're going to play this for you. This is the JP Sears. I really loved seeing this when it came out.
It's hilarious.
Do you do IQ test here?
Yep, that's what we do.
Okay, because I think I need one. How about that creature looks like from the Lord of the Rings, the goblin thing that shovels around? Do you do IQ test here?
Yep, that's what we do.
Okay, because I think I need one.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Why do you need one?
Well, I've had some people lately telling me I have a low IQ.
Ooh, shots fired. Gosh, who's been telling you that?
Well, some people online have been telling me that, like the president, and even my dogs are looking at me a little bit condescendingly now.
Well, we'll find out. So with this IQ test, I'll just ask you a series of simple, really common sense questions, and you just give me your best answer.
I'm actually kind of a little bit nervous right now.
Oh, yeah, you should be, because if you turn out to be what some would call a low IQ nut job, then you're pretty much a lost cause.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
All right, first question. Which word doesn't belong? Apple, banana, carrot, orange.
Is it carrot?
Very good, because it's not a fruit and all. It's clever. Next question. Who would be considered more of a traitor to their country? Person A, who receives $230 million from a foreign lobby, or person B, who receives $0 from a foreign lobby?
I mean, clearly person A.
Wrong.
Come on, that's got to be correct.
Next, hypothetical question. If a country has a major shipping waterway that you want to have open, and it's currently open, but they'll close it if you go to war, what would be a smart way to ensure that waterway stays open?
You don't go to war with them.
No, not even close. I mean, common sense would say go to war with that country and stay at war with that country as a way of putting pressure on them to reopen it after they've closed it because you went to war with them.
Are you playing with a full deck?
I don't play cards, but thanks for asking. Oh, and this is a good one. If you had the desire to take down an international pedophile ring, what would be the best way to follow through on that desire?
Well, you launch a full investigation. using every means necessary, and then you prosecute those bastards the fullest extent of the law.
Wrong. No. You would launch an effort to prevent any investigations and prosecutions.
That can't be right.
Well, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
These questions are.
Well, and you see that the ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's literally what the boomer told me on the street. He goes, life is in living color. It's all these bullshit metaphors. Like that's how they really talk. Like, be like, is this not the worst crime that you've ever seen committed? They'll be like, well, you're beating around the bush a little bit. You don't want to talk about the real issues. You're like, that's not cute.
Yeah.
Like, this is satire, but like, this is real too. Like I've witnessed this myself. I've had these conversations. I've been on the street with the boomer. Talk about that maybe a little bit.
No, yeah, it's like the buzzword.
It's like a joke. Like it's structured like a joke. It's the same thing.
It's psychological operation. Like, straight up, it's demoralization. People have been demoralized to the point where they think that if they tell you who your enemy is and you don't stand what the empire is telling you, then you're ousted. And
you're also the enemy.
Yeah,
you're worse actually than the enemy. Because they have the same logic that we do, but it's inverted, right? Where they say the enemy, the traitor, you take care of the traitor first because that's the real problem. They're like, oh, well, they're the traitor. Because they have betrayed their leader. So like they're actually, following the military program. We're not following the military program on our end.
Yeah, and I feel like the people that are on our side are way more badass than the people that are on their side.
Nah, dude. Cat Turd has been in over 40 bar fights. You don't want to mess with him. You better just sit down, bucko. You don't want to mess with the CT.
Kind of weird.
Oh, I assure you, these are standardized IQ test questions, sir. Next question. Here's a scenario. You got a person, they work for America and America only. What country does that person work for?
America?
That's incorrect. They work for Iran. Next question. Who's more beautiful as a woman? France's First Lady, or maybe man, or Candace Owens?
Candace Owens?
No.
Have you seen France's First Lady?
I would totally do her. If she had an OnlyFans, I would subscribe. Any reasonable man would. Okay. How would you describe what America first means?
Putting America's interests first above any other foreign nation.
No, you're actually describing anti-Semitism. Yuck. Okay, last question. What year did we first land on the moon?
We've never been to the moon.
No, we've been to the moon. We go all the time. Well, your test is complete. I've never seen a score like this before.
What'd I get?
You got an IQ of 65.
Is that high?
No, that's a very low IQ.
My life is literally ruined. He was right.
It's cool how good microphone technology has gotten because they just have little shitty, tiny little lapel mics and they're that good. I remember when it used to not be like this. Wow. Yeah, IQ of 65 sounds about right. My daddy always had problems, opening doors, opening the refrigerator, speaking. He doesn't know the alphabet. He doesn't know words. Very, very clear. Everyone can see my dad. My dad's done a 32-year show where he just goes up there and he's basically nonverbal, right? So like that's. Of course, my dad is not an invalid, right? Of course, my dad is pretty smart, and to say that he's low IQ, to do all these things, he's laid out what being low IQ means, and it means living in reality. Right?
True. Yeah, your dad is a very, very smart guy. And I think that he has a way higher IQ than Donald Trump does. And I would love to see them test against each other.
Sure. All right, we got this. Israel bombs the mausoleum of Simon Peter, an apostle of Christ, to ruins again. The ancient shrine is believed to hold the burial place of St. Peter, apostle of Jesus Christ in southern Lebanon. This marks the third time Israel has targeted the shrine, which dates to the 1st century. See, he looks like a Furby to me. Hold on. Just 1 second. I'm sorry.
The Furbies were created.
Whenever I see that in Yahoo, this is immediately what my brain goes to. Let me find one that's kind of comparable. Well, let me type in Jewish
Furby.
Which
is interesting because I think Furbies were created by the CIA. They were like recording people's like voices and shit. Like they were like the first Alexa.
Oh, for sure. This is why I wish I had the crew. And it's kind of visible here. That's what Netanyahu reminds me. It reminds me of one of these guys. You can kind of see like the ears maybe, and it's kind of like the beady eye, aggressive forward stare.
I could totally
yeah.
see it.
So like we side with him, whatever he wants. You know, the Apostle Peter destroy his burial grave, the burial site, whatever. We don't care about that. Also, we are also going to another thing you filthy Americans don't care about. We're also going to ethnically cleanse Lebanon and just remove cities from the map. They've just removed cities from the map here. And look, this looks just like Gaza, doesn't it? It's the Gaza treatment. It's the Gaza protocol.
Yeah. And I talked about this on the show where I was saying that basically the whole entire Iran war was a smokescreen so Israel can go and get Lebanon, because they're not really fighting in Iran. Like they're sending a couple different, IOF jets to help us, but it's mostly an American.
No, they only want to beat up on people that they think they have like military supremacy over, and that's why Lebanon has been going really bad for them. That's why they need 400,000 troops, like basically all the young people of Israel to come fight now. Is they just roll these tank columns in there, and the Israelis are used to like killing a little kid or running over a grandma, with the tank tread or whatever, but they roll in bumper to bumper and they just get blown up by drones from the front and back to take out a couple in the middle, and they can't move anywhere, and they're screwed. And Hezbollah comes and just kills them.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos of that.
Yeah, and then to stop that, they can come with the plane and bomb Hezbollah, but what does that do? You're going to hurt your own people. You might kill them, but more are going to come back. You're just destroying the land, and that's honestly like it's very smart the way that they quote unquote fight. Of course, it's not really fighting; it's just like sneaky attacks. The way that they assault other countries and other peoples and nations, they do it all from day one with the express intent to cause as much demolition as possible.
Yeah.
So they can be like, we're going to rebuild. It's right next to us. This is our new home. After they've you'd be like, if you lived in a house and then someone knocked down your front door, hit you in the head with an aluminum baseball bat, and then kicked you out of the home or killed you, tore the home down, lit it on fire, had a truck of cows come in and like piss and urinate and shit on it. It's sorry to be, we're not on radio anymore. I can say what I want. And then like this burning manure covered wreckage site. They're like, oh, look how horrible this is. Only we are rich enough to deal with it. No, we're neighbors right here. We're your neighbor. We're just going to come rebuild it. And they rebuild it. And then they go, look at this mud pit that this guy was living in. Look at the destruction. Look at the chaos. Look at what we fixed. Look at what we've done. It was fine before. It was always fine before. There was no reason to do any of this. Oh, Hezbollah. I thought Hezbollah was defeated. I thought the pagers and the Netanyahu and the golden pager, it's never enough. It will never be enough until all these people are dead, gone, or in a foreign land. That's all they care about is displacing more people. They don't want to just genocide Palestinians. They want to genocide like six, seven different groups of people. It's wild.
Yeah, and what people need to recognize is that they're doing this right now to the Muzzies, right? That they're doing it to the Middle East.
Yeah, the cave people, right.
They're coming for America. This is all just a test. This is all just a test, and this is why they want our military-aged men in wars, because the more that they take out, the easier it will be for them to take over our country. If it's just a bunch of boomers that first off believe in their prophecy or whatever, they'll bow down to them, but like the fighting-aged men won't be there to fight against them. This is complete Bolshevik tactic.
We got a lot of people in here. I want to shout out everybody in here, especially everybody that's listening from the Journal. We don't hate old people. We have a very educated, smart, a reasonable audience. A lot of people that are Gen X and boomers. But here's the thing, guys. Like there's a reason why boomer has become a slur. Okay. It's a real problem. And to deny the age problem in the country and the gap of influence between the people under the age of 50 versus the people over the age of 50, really 60, I guess I should say. It's not even funny. It's not even funny that like I can't buy a house. I can't ever really hope to buy a house because a guy bought a house in the 90s or 80s for like 70 to 100 grand. Now it's worth multiple millions. Yeah. And now like he's leveraged his stock portfolio, backs defense spending. He donates to political campaigns. He donates to AIPAC. How am I, a 23-year-old, supposed to have the same amount of impact or influence on my society, on my political system, on my life that these people that are going to be gone in 10, 20, 30 years, then they're going to have? It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right. We need to have age limits for serving in government. I don't think you should be a senior citizen in government. Let's just stop this shit. Just get all the senior citizens out of the government. Like if you're over the age of 65, we'll just say 70, whatever, no more. There's no need for it. We don't need like Dianne Feinstein, she retired or died or whatever. She was like 90.
Yeah,
like come on. Enough is enough. Like that's how you get stuff like this, because to us it's real, but to them it's just the TV.
Yeah, and I also want to say, like, I want to preface, like, I don't think, like, I think the word boomer has taken on a new term. I don't even think it's an age thing anymore. I think it's like you can be like a 20-year-old boomer at this point. It's a mindset, and it's a neocon, Zionist, Christian mindset. So, like, when I see people that are just using that rhetoric, like, I don't even know if they're 80 years old. They could be 20 years old. In my opinion, it's a boomer brain. Like, you have the mindset of, like, what the programming is.
It's a generational sickness of thinking that we still have all the power that they had when America was when they were children. America was a much more powerful country. And that's really a lot of it also is like stolen valor from World War II. Because, like, they want to talk about World War II like they were there, but they were like 5 years old or whatever.
Yes.
And they not even like they were born way after World War II, and they would be like, "Well, you don't know about the doc." Like that's what the guy on the street's like. What about Dachau? What about Dachau? What about it, Miga? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. What about now? What about things happening today? Yeah. Oh, the Holocaust. The Holocaust. I want some, please do that to me. I'll be like, when did that happen? 80 years ago? What about the school that got blown up a month ago? You don't care about that? That's not a Holocaust to you? Holocaust means death by fire, boy. Are you crazy? These people, like, they just wail and cry, and they also talk to you like they're like some sage, and they have all this historical knowledge that you don't have. We're fucking better educated than you. We got YouTube. I've watched YouTube videos since I was like 12 on everything. Exactly. Every historical event. I'm not saying I know anything, but like I have a wide frame of reference and a wide knowledge base. You know, that's at least like 7 to 8 feet deep on even the lighter subjects. So I can talk to you. And these boomers, they can't even talk. When you talk to them, I think they realize that and they know there's something wrong with them. So they just like surrender and walk away like a broken robot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like right now, like millennials and Gen X are like, they're living more in a reality kind of situation. They don't care about the past. They don't care about any of this stuff. They care about what could be changed right now. And Donald Trump, the way that he won and got so many people captivated is because he made promises on things that he can do right now. He didn't run with the old playbook like how a normal conservative would. Like he tried to like do this like new libertarian almost kind of movement to say like I'm going to change all of this stuff. And really what he did was he just fell right back into the boomer original, you know, conservative playbook. And now we're just watching that happen. We're watching him. Well, he always kind of was a neocon, I guess, and everybody that is supporting him, whether you're 20 years old or whether you're 90 years old, if you support, you're a neocon. That's just it. You're a neocon. You're a boomer. That's why I say that word. I know it's like in the context of like, oh, you're an old person. But to me, it's like, no, you have a boomer brain. Like if you believe in the neocon playbook, you have a boomer brain. You could be 20 years old and you could have a boomer brain.
Well, it really is like, and this is why this is the inflection point in politics now. Like everything will change after 2024. It already has, but going forward this year, 2028, 2032, you name it, nothing will ever be the same because no American politician has ever taken the goodwill of the American people and publicly executed it in like a ritualistic sacrifice on television before in a way like this. This has never been done before. This has never been seen before. What makes the sympathetic magic, what makes the wizardry of this event so powerful is that unlike before where it's like, haha, we're tricking the American people into being ignorant about evil and we're just going to do more evil and they're going to vote for us because they believe in the system. What happened was we had a guy say things that were good and we're on a platform of things that he could have done that were good and made everyone believe that he was a good man. He would do these good things. And then he literally, I like what Owen said. He takes the sword that we gave him, the energy that we handed him, and he uses it and he blasts us with it. He burns us with it. And it's the same fire that it's our fire that he's taken, even though he's perverted it, even though it is something different. It is of our nature because it is the nature of our movement. And that is why this is so devastating. It's our weakness. It's our own strength that's being used against us right now because we have to develop a new political identity that's outside of him. He's trying to suffocate it all. He's trying to bind it. He's trying to throw us in darkness. That's what all of this is.
Yeah,
and
we have to.
This is what I have. I have the image up on screen for a reason. This is not MAGA. No matter how much they tell you, like, this was never MAGA. To this day, it still isn't even MAGA. I don't even think he should have ownership over that word, even though I'm not going to say I'm MAGA anymore. I mean, this is MIGA. That is what this. It literally has a name. He said it. The vampire. When they're at the door, they have to ask you to let them in. He told you MIGA. He told you about the snake, and we didn't listen to him. We got to start listening now.
Yeah. It's really interesting how all of this has come to this point right now, because really it's not working in his favor at all. Like when he does things like this, it's not working in his favor at all. It's making people reject what this is. And I think that the most powerful thing that people have is discernment. And if you really truly understand Christ, you'll know that this man is an idolater. You know that he is trying to basically
he's
mock
an
Christ.
apostate.
Yeah, he's an apostate. He's trying to mock Christ, man. It's like this is a horrible image. This is a graven image. This is an idol.
Yes.
And anybody that
and we have this up here to tear it down. We're tearing the idol down. That's what we're doing.
Can you pull up Gunther Eagleman?
Can
you pull up Gunther Eagleman and what he said about this picture? Because that is the
no, I got you. Go ahead and talk a little bit. I'll go ahead and pull it up.
Like that's the perfect example of like where we are in this thing of idol worship. And really, when I first saw this is when I really first like started to jump off the Trump train, like in early January, is when he came. I don't know if you remember this video. He came out with the video about Trump Gaza, right? Where it's like the AI video, Trump Gaza. He's on the beach with Netanyahu. They're building like these golden structures of Trump. And like, I was like, oh, like God, like basically shook me right there. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, you see what he's doing? He's saying that he is the idol and you're idol worshiping him, you know? And I was like deep into Q. I really like loved Trump. I thought he was going to be, you know, the savior of America. And then once he did that video of Trump AI in Gaza, I was like, oh, no. This is not who I'm supposed to be rocking with at all right now. This guy is going to maybe be the Antichrist. I don't know. I don't think it's the real Antichrist. I think that all this is fake prophecy. I don't think we're really in the end times. I think only the angels of heaven.
I've got what you wanted, but really quick. California King says, if you're the son of God, he would come down and save you. And I would say to that, it is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test. That's Matthew 4:5-7.
Actually,
so
yeah, absolutely.
All these things of like, I like the idea, and maybe that was a pro-Christian message, and I'm just getting your message wrong, Matthew. I like the idea of people that will like mock our God because our God is supposedly weak somehow, and it's not this strong guy on the lightning cloud or whatever. Jesus literally created the universe, controls everything, and it was so humble and so good, and literally wanted to be our friend, wanted to be all of our friends, that he gave up his own life to deify human nature. So like that's you want to talk about like our God is an all-consuming fire, our God is a crucified man. That's what it means to be a Christian, to be a little Christ, is to understand that, and many other things. I'm not a preacher or pastor or anything like that. Don't claim to be. Just a wicked man who knows that God is just and right and is the creator of the universe. That's all I am. Just I want to be Christian. At the end of the day, I'll go ahead and throw this up here because you know who won't say that about themselves. You know who will say they have everything figured out. Mr. Gunther Eagleman.
Yeah.
Gunther's got it all figured out. So.
You want to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. President Trump just posted this powerful painting on Truth Social. Trump stands radiant in a red robe, laying hands on a sick man. So he's lying because he knows this is Protestant Jesus. Is this what you wanted to find?
Yes.
You want to break it down?
Well, I mean, he's literally saying like Trump is basically Jesus and it's okay. Like everybody else is like saying, no, this is blasphemy. No, this is wrong. No,
he endorses it. You're right.
He's endorsing it. And is it because he needs clicks, or is it because he actually believes this? Because, you know, we're being told that people in the military are being told that Trump is chosen by God. Like, yeah, just read some of the comments. He's replacing Jesus with himself. He's a psychopath.
He's replacing Jesus with himself. He's a psychopath. You are the stupidest man in America. What's that? That's some heat. That he runs Ron Paul's show. He's cool.
Oh, base.
A joke from Howling Mutant, a joke. He's just having fun. Gunther, this is blasphemy. It is. And this is Alex Tony follows me. He's a Trump guy. He loves Trump, So like you're losing really key people here. F you, Gunther, you're going to hell. You're so fucking gay. Okay. I won't say the other word. Bowing laughing about it.
Like no one agrees. No one agrees.
Nobody agrees with this. I've got more. What else do I have? Okay, yeah. So like we're talking about the vampire can't come to the door. He can't say Christ is king. Isn't that interesting? Bob's big boy. This is what he looks like. He's getting real fat. Like Milo is right to call him a pig.
Look, that's what they all are, pigs.
They are, yeah, they are pigs. They treat us like cattle.
Can you say Christ is king? Look, Christ is king. I'll tell you my hesitancy with it is there are people online that are using that in a way that I think that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. He died and shed it.
Sure.
Even the demons must confess. Even the demons must confess. This proves nothing, absolutely nothing. But he can't deify him. You see, he can't say he's my God, just that he is God. Isn't that interesting?
Good point.
Notice that?
Yeah, good point. I didn't pick up on that.
He can't edify. He can't give honor. He can only just say what is. Very interesting. Demonic.
Interesting.
Lot for all of us, but I don't like people using. It's a weird online phenomenon that I think is.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I like.
It's literally a light.
Come on, man. Christ is king. That's an anti-Semitic dog whistle. The sky is blue. Anti-Semitic dog whistle. The tree's leaves are green. Anti-Semitic dog whistle. So
I think that's the beginning, though.
What?
I think that's the beginning, though. I think this is the beginning of them going to condemn the Bible at some point.
Well, they've already have. They're basically what they're going to do, and this is very key. It's a good point you bring up here, and I've thought about this a lot. What they're going to do is they're going to condemn the New Testament while embracing the Old Testament, and it will become more Judeo, more than Christian. It will be a new religion for the Goy. What is it called? Not the Shabbos Goy, but there's another one. There's like a system of laws for the Goy. There's like 12.
The Noahide laws.
Yeah. So that'll be the new paradigm, and that's what Christianity will mean. We'll get a new Bible soon. That's Netanyahu. It came to him in a dream. If Joseph Smith in fucking Utah or wherever the fuck he was could make up golden tablets given him by God and get millions of Mormons to think that he's like the third coming or whatever, then why can't that happen?
Oh, it could for sure.
Well, it totally could. It totally could. There's nuclear wars, nuclear fallout. Netanyahu brings what was that show called? Our Star Blazers. Okay, this is like an 80s Japanese anime where these aliens, they fire these radioactive asteroids at the Earth to irradiate it, and the people, they got to go look for a new planet with life or whatever to bring back a device to save humanity. Netanyahu is the Antichrist and saves the world somehow, but then dooms it, and we got a new religion. That's who knows. And you can say I'm crazy. You could say I'm wild. But the people in 1926 or whatever thought planes were nutty. They didn't think there'd be people flying around in tubes in the sky. Okay, they didn't think that was going to be going on. They didn't think we're going to have the most powerful computer in the world just walking around with it when it used to be the size of an entire school. So you can't tell me it's all crazy. And this is why we're allowed to ask questions about these things. And when we see something that's so insane, that's so deranged, which is what Christian Zionism is, it's mental illness. When you see something like this go forward and propagate it, it's just like with the war. You got no idea where it's going to go. There's no brakes on the train. There's no moderating influence. It's just a pyramid of crazy people's lies, just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, and that's
chaos. It's the devil.
This is why a lot of these Christian Zionists and even Rabbi Shmuley are using the rhetoric of saying, oh, Jesus was a Jew. He practiced the Torah. He did all this stuff.
Right.
And there's even in Florida, I think one of the rules of following the anti-Semitism law is there's a part where you cannot believe that the Jews killed Jesus. It was the Romans. So they're prepping us for this, because if you actually read the New Testament, if you read the New Testament in its whole, and you read the gospel.
Well, it's literally the Pharisees.
You can say it's
Okay,
anti-Semitic,
all
right?
Little Sunday school. Okay.
Yeah.
Pharisees didn't like Jesus because Jesus called them out and he was God, and they didn't like God. They're not big fans of God. As Jesus said, they're like temples with the outside clean, the inside is disgusting. That was the analogy he gave. So the Pharisees, they wanted to get him into the clutches of Rome. They wanted to have it executed. They paid Judas Iscariot off. Okay, so that's the Jews, the Pharisees paying Judas, another Jewish person, to sell Jesus out to the Romans. The Romans get him. He goes to Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate meets him, is like, nothing wrong with this ninja. This ninja is cool. I got no problem with you. But he takes him out, and it's customary that day they're going to free one person, and they got Jesus and they got the murderer Barabbas, or the robber, or whatever he was. I don't want to slander the man, even though it's 2,000 years. Shout out to you, Barabbas. And the crowd, who's in the crowd in Jerusalem? Big mystery. All the Romans, that's right. All the Romans just there throwing it up. The Jewish people, they want Barabbas. They don't want Jesus. So, and literally crucify him, the whole thing. This is very basic. I mean, I went to like Methodist Sunday school, and this is like very, like, it's even there, like it wasn't gayified yet or whatever. Like this is our theology. This is what it means to be a Christian. Being a Christian beyond any like nominal distinction of denomination or anything like that. We want to call things just like broadly, vaguely Christian. You believe that Jesus Christ was persecuted and died for our sins. That's literally that's bad. You can go a lot further from there. We would, and there is a lot more. Like that is the ethos of our faith, is that God became man and died so that man could be with God again after Adam's betrayal.
Yeah.
So to deny that is kind of to deny the whole thing. And then what do you talk about? You talk about Jericho, walls falling down, or like the water, or like Gideon or something. Like, no, the story is all about the coming of Jesus Christ in the Old Testament, and the prophesying, and the bloodline, and the nation of Israel, and David who produced Jesus, and all of that, and the covenant with Abraham, which is Jesus, Jesus is Abraham's seed. New Testament is Jesus, life on earth and then life again, and the story of that. And then you got Paul, and they want to completely wipe all that out because they want to talk about Amalek all day. And that's not Christian. It's not Christian.
Yeah, this is why they're prefacing all this stuff, like with saying Christ is king, and that's anti-Semitic. You can't say Christ is king. Like, well, he is. So how is that anti-Semitic? It's anti-Semitic because if people actually read the New Testament, that they would see that the Pharisees were called that their father was the father of lies, and that they are a synagogue of Satan, and all of this stuff. And then
hold on, it's like saying, I'm like, murder is bad, and you're like, I'm a murderer. You're not allowed to say that murder is bad.
Exactly.
That hurts my feelings as a murderer. You're like, well, that's not really how it works. You see, that's a crime. Like, well, not for us, actually. See, I'm the chosen person. I'm the one person on earth that gets to go around and just kill whoever I want to kill. Because God told me 3,000. Actually, no. God told my great grandpa that I'm not even related to. It's like a fake Jewish thing. It's a whole thing. He told this fake grandpa that's not really my grandpa, that has a covenant that I wasn't a part of, even to begin with. He tells him that this murder is promised to me. And you're like, well, that's what the schizophrenic says when they lock him up in the rubber room for 4 years.
Exactly.
At the insane asylum. But no, that's the world government now. So what do you think about that? Point. And actually, we'll go ahead and play the rest of the clip, because we'll watch him shuck and jive a little bit.
There are some that are using that in a hateful way, and I think that's.
Well, I don't mean it in a hateful way.
I know you don't.
No, of course. I mean it like Christ is king.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's so hateful. Oh, it's so hateful. Oh, and that's the demon in him, just like trying to get out. He can't deal. It's Christ is king. Jesus is Lord. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. If he said that, his head would explode, because he knows he's killing people for Israel, and he knows God hates that.
Yeah. And if you want to take this a little bit further, right? Like, the reason why they don't like that term, Christ is king, is because the Jews have not accepted him as king. Okay.
Right. And that's the sign they put up. They put up on his head.
King of the Jews.
And the Jews wanted it to say he thought he was king of the Jews or something. The Romans were like, no, king of the Jews.
Yes,
this is what you wanted. This is what you got. And that's where, like, you look at the Romans, and you can talk about it, whatever. The Romans unwittingly did the will of God. Like, they destroyed the third temple, the second temple that Titus sacked in 79 AD, verifying Jesus' prophecy. And then also, like, they named him King of the Jews, which is what he is.
Yep.
You know, and they like to say, oh, he's Jewish, whatever. He's God, first of all, but he's the king. He's King David's like heir.
Yes.
God, holy God and
it.
holy man from the bloodline. It's just,
Yes.
it's so like both sides where you look at it, like he's God and he's also the king of you. Like that's why they hate it so much. It's like the kvetching is just off the charts because they can't take it.
Yep. They don't like the fact that he rode in on the donkey. They wanted that.
No, they don't like that.
They wanted
they wanted some military commander to come, building some earthly kingdom. His kingdom is not of this world. They couldn't understand that because they're materialistic gusano. That's what we're dealing with here. I got a couple more things here. Okay, I wanted to show this a little bit. I really, 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 maybe someone watching can tell him if you know Matt Bracken, if you have his email or whatever. I don't have his email. Matt Bracken, fourth hour host, does a phenomenal job. I love hearing him on with my dad. Navy SEAL, frogman guy. He's very experienced. One of the special forces kind of unks. He's kind of an unk, like one of these mini unks, like a Michael Yon or Ivan Rankin, all these guys. And he's hyper knowledgeable. I want to read this to you. And this is on the blockade. Okay. So you want to blockade Iran. It may prove a bit more difficult than blocking the Strait of Hormuz. This shaded area is more than 3 million kilometers, or twice as big as the Gulf of Mexico / America.
Wow.
And we're effortlessly going to do it. It's no problem. We'll have it all under control here. Nothing to see here. And then you got the range of the missiles.
Yeah, they can still hit there.
Oh, dude, they can hit everywhere. Look at that. And I'll read a little bit of his post here because I know people want the news. This is real good, high quality news. If you want to understand the blockade, let's both learn more about it together right here. The sea area math is so daunting. If you are a U.S. Navy admiral placing his warships so that onboard Seahawk helicopters conduct shipboardings, the area under Iranian ballistic and anti-ship guided missile threat is bigger than 2 Gulf of Americas or Mexico's, more than 3 million square kilometers. Our ISR will be able to track every ship exiting Strait of Hormuz, but to tighten the net to get within helo range, high altitude, I don't know what that means. Our ships may have to move deeper into Iranian missile range. A Seahawk's combat radius, helicopter, is greatly shortened to cover the shipboarding operation while our troops are engaged. To cover the entire arc at 1,000 kilometers safety distance, our destroyers will have to be spread too far apart, leaving our CVN and LHA unprotected by their air defense missiles. Currently, they are sticking close to the flat tops, Lincoln and Tripoli. The 2-destroyer PR stunt dashing in and out of the SOH while Vance was talking to the Iranians and Pakistan notwithstanding. That gave the destroyers a safe window when Iran would not fire on them. So they're using the human shields. So they're using the Marines. Like, you don't want a giant casualty here on your hands because we'll really invade. But like, we're such pussies. Like, it's faggotry is what it is. I got to be honest. Like this is gayer than gay to be like, oh, you can't hit our ships. Yeah, and we don't fight an honest war. We don't go man to man in the ring, bare knuckle, and just hash out our differences within our nation. We're like outside the ring with a rocket cannon, and we have like super glue on the ring. We're trying to get the guy's feet stuck. We're like, now just hold on a minute. We got to dial in range. And it's like, and everyone else, all the people in the arena, the other countries in the world, like, you got to fight fair. You can't do this. Like, you're the empire. Like, you have an image to maintain. And Uncle Sam's like in a wheelchair. He's like, I don't need to walk no more. This moves just fine. I got a motor in it. Like that's America for you guys. I wanted to give you this. There's more info here. This is a great tweet. I retweeted it. It's from Matt Bracken. Again, I really want to get him on the show. But we're coming up on 2 hours here, Anthony. I think this has been a good inaugural broadcast. Again,
sure.
Going to be out the rest of the week, getting things set up. You're going to want to be here next Monday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. in perpetuity, 5 days a week. We will be doing the New American Journal, okay, or My American Journal. Y'all let me know what name you like better. Sorry about today. I've been going live an average of, I think, like 26 to 30 hours a week. And that's an insane amount of work and involves an insane amount of prep time. Because here's the thing. It's not just like a streamer where they go, oh, no, that's cap, bro. You got mugged, man. I'm having like serious political exegesis thoughts, trying to build a political platform, trying to build them with y'all, seeing what positions y'all want me to examine, like trying to find out facts on the ground, doing geopolitics, doing real news 24/7, 7 days a week. We are live here, whether that's Gray Area, whether that's Conspiracy Talks, whether that's New American Journal or My American Journal. We are here doing the show, and the best way to keep me in the chair, doing the fight, doing the show, I'm not going to plug Alex Jones Store stuff because this is not Alex Jones Store program anymore. Anthony, tell them a little bit about your beef tallow, and I want to let them know about some supplements I got as well. But tell them about your beef tallow real quick. We'll get that thrown up.
For sure. So we make some of the best beef tallow on the market. It's made from
It's amazing. Skincare and cooking as well. I have the Wiseman's Gift. I'm going to throw that up because, like, here's the thing. I'm scraping like the last remainder out of it, but I've had it for like longer than a year, and I'm still not out of it. So I want to show people this, and you use the actual whole ingredient where it's not an essential oil, like you're using the frankincense, the myrrh, and it's bioavailable. Talk about it.
Yeah. So this is our Wiseman's Gift. This is, like Rex said, this is 100% grass-fed, pasture-raised suet tallow. So we render this all ourselves. We make it all ourselves, but we do infuse it with real ingredients. So we are getting like real frankincense from like Africa, the sap, real myrrh, castor oil, and 24 karat gold flakes.
Wow.
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. It smells great, and it's great for your skin. It helps with elasticity. It helps with any kind of like skin abrasions, whether it's like eczema, dry skin, psoriasis. And yeah, it's really powerful stuff. I have a little bit right here. I just want to give you an example. This is our Orange Dream. This is how much it takes.
Sure.
Like,
and all those,
a little bit goes a long way.
Botanicals, because of the bioavailability of it all and because of its whole ingredient, what those botanicals are is they're antioxidants, right?
Yes.
That's what helps with the inflammation. That's what helps with the stress, all of it, especially on the skin, the wrinkles, the wear and tear. The cooking tallow is amazing. I really like the skincare stuff. Like I really
We'll
really
get you
like
some
it.
this week when you get back. We'll get you.
Yeah,
some
I
this
need to
week.
get more after I get back from Vegas. I'm going to show y'all a few of my stores as well. Go ahead and tell them though, because you got a bundle available, right, where they can get a bunch of things at once.
Yeah. We have the Carnivore Extremist package where you can get 2 jars of tallow, a skincare. We have a bunch of bundles, honestly. But for the cooking tallow, I'm telling you right now, you will never cook with anything else. It makes your food taste better. It gives you a more of a satiated feeling. It's better for you. Like you could be making morning eggs right now in some of the best suet tallow ever. But yeah, we have bundles. We also sell, if you want the big boy, we got a half gallon. This will last you for months to years, depending how much you use it. I mean, as soon as someone start using our tallow, they're like, wow, this is amazing. I make every single meal in it. I got to buy the bigger one. So,
and I've seen what you guys do. I've seen how you put it together. Absolutely phenomenal. Everyone cooks. Go support Anthony. Go get the beef tallow if you need it, especially skincare stuff. Really incredible. Here's the thing. I know a lot of you guys, we got 3.5 in here. That's a big deal. Shout out to all you guys in here. I'm very honored. When I was 8 years old, it was always my dream to do a show for people. It was my belief as a kid that no one ever really wanted to watch me. Now, looking back all these years later, I'm really appreciative of all the people that were watching me during that time and encouraging me and giving me the positive motivation to stay the course. I really wouldn't have, wasn't for so many of you that have been watching me since I was like 9, 10, 11 years old, doing reports, being on InfoWars. And here's the thing. I grew up in that network. I watched that network grow from 4 people into having 78 employees. And the reason why we were able to do that is because we never had a sponsor that wasn't us. I'm sure on the radio, GCN network may have been a little bit different, but in our heyday, 2015 to 2019, we sold 100% our product, no sponsor, maybe some books and stuff, but all our supplements, selling the product to do the show versus what other people do, which is to do the show to sell the product. The complete inversion of that business model. And my dad, they've always pointed at my dad and they've gone, Alex Jones is some secret Lex Luthor billionaire, because they can't conceive of a company making $180 million over the 3 years that in 2015 and 2018, and none of that basically being pocketed. My dad bought a $4 million house that he sold, and that was it. That's basically all the money he ever took out of it besides pocket change. The reason why we had planes in the air leaving messages in the sky, the reason why we had billboards, the reason why we had massive ad buys, the reason why we were such a massive network is because all the funding, all the firepower that the viewers, the listeners, the supporters ever gave us, we put immediately straight back into the operation. And let me tell you right now, I've been working in copywriting and customer service and fulfillment and logistics management since I was like 14, 15 years old, on the ground level, running the engine of the actual war machine. And that's why I know what it takes to win a war. And it takes money to win a war. And what I do, instead of asking you for a handout, a donation, instead of telling you to go subscribe to a Patreon, if you truly want to support me and what I do, and if you take melatonin already, just subscribe and save to Knockout Sleep Support. This is a classic product. If you're an info warrior, you may have taken this product for years. I've taken this product for years. My sleep is great. My cognition is great. My verbal ability is great because of great products like Knockout Sleep Support. I've also Got Brain Force on here, the absolute classic. And when this is gone, this is gone. I've got like 500 of these left. You really want to get these. It's the classic formula you all know and love. But when it's gone, it's out of here. When it's gone, it's out of here for good. I won't have it anymore. I may reformulate it under a different name later, but that's all available on 50percentoff.com. I want to show you all, of course, the phenomenal CBD I have on jonescbd.com. And like I referenced earlier, you want something a little stronger than Knockout, consider Dreamwave. And for that price point, 1,500 milligrams CBD, melatonin, and blue chamomile, you can't beat it. Show me somebody that has CBD for under $40 that's all lab tested from America, highest quality, blended with nutritional supplements, $37. It's only like $7 or $8 more expensive than the Knockout. Like, for getting your foot in the door, if you want to try CBD, you want a really powerful, potent product, I've got that. I've got the Ultra Green, which is emulsified. It's nano. Okay. So it's water soluble. This one is so amazing, specifically the Dreamwave, because you can leave it under your tongue and that makes it bioavailable as well. But if you want the real effect of getting that, like the nagging kind of aches and pains, senescent cell damage, inflammation, stuff like that, just squirt some of this in some orange juice, some water. This is like rocket fuel. It also works topically as well. And it's got chlorophyll in it as well for further antioxidant support. I mean, that's the mother load right there. And like I said, this is the one I designed for my dad. This is the formula that my dad wanted. This is Ultra Chilean blend. This has got all his favorite things in it. It's got 200 milligram ashwagandha, 4-to-1 extract, liquid soluble, really incredible. It's got CBD plus CBG to modulate that cannabinoid there, really high quality CBD plus CBG tincture. And it's got theobromine in it, which is the cacao flavonoid, longer lasting than caffeine, less jitters than caffeine, or just smooth energy. It's all there. This is designed for someone that wants to do a 4-hour show. So if you want to get the Alex Jones blend, you can get this one. If you want to get the Carol Jones blend, the one my grandma likes, you can get this one. And if you want to get the one that's my personal favorite, get the Dreamwave. I loved using this to go to sleep. I've also got shroomforce.com if you're interested in like high quality mushroom extracts. Everyone else that play the game of doing some sort of label dressing amount where it's a scam and they want you to buy 100 milligrams of 4 different things. And they lie and make a bunch of claims about it. Here's the thing. Go read about what 1.2 grams a day of lion's mane does to your brain and the brain-derived neurotrophic factor and the neuroplasticity and the neurotropic effects and all the energy you'll get from it. Go read on PubMed about it. Go ask the AI about it, because that's how much you have to take to truly get the maximum dose effects of lion's mane mushroom. And everyone else selling these formulas, they're selling you an ineffective version of the product, because just as it's the same name doesn't mean it's the same number. You got to make sure you get the proper dose. And with all of these, it's 4-to-1 extracts, 600 milligram a cap, 60 count, 2-month or 1-month supply, varying on how you look at it. You've taken the cordyceps, right? You said you're using that to work out.
Yeah, I
What's
love
that like? You notice the breathing and all of that?
Yeah, I've noticed better breathing, just locking in more on just like my pumps. I'd use it for jujitsu. It's absolutely amazing. I also do use the lion's mane. I mix them together. It's like a superpower. It's like I wake up and just have like this like crazy cognitive, locked in, ready to go attitude where you don't even need a pre-workout. Pre-workouts to give you like that super high, and then you come crashing down. You don't even crash down from this stuff. Like, it's incredible. You guys really made an amazing product. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I suck out, was just the highest quality, like the highest rated functional mushrooms and adaptogen products, and that's what we have here. And I got, like, here's the thing. Like, you're going to buy a lion's mane and cordyceps for $60. You're not going to find that deal anywhere else. Where it's grams of multiple months supply.
Yeah.
So
great deal.
Just want to show you guys that today. Really appreciate y'all suffering through the plugs. Of course, that's The Ungovernable Project for the beef towel. That's theungovernableproject.com. Got skincare, cooking and baking, deodorant as well. You got a beard oil coming out as well. I need to try that.
Yeah, I got you on that.
And then we got the Shroom Force website with all those amazing functional mushrooms, adaptogen products you've heard of before. Really do your research on these. You'll be surprised at how awesome they are and at the price point, how good it is. Everything I sell is budget premium. Got 50% off. Really want to recommend just Knockout or Brain Force, either one of those classic hard hitters. You love those formulas. And then jonescbd.com for all those amazing blends. So what are you in closing? What are you looking for in the news? What do you think is going to be happening next with Trump? How soon do you think this blockade is going to get, invalidated? What do you see going on here?
Oh man, I mean, what I see going on with the blockade is that it's going to just basically start the war back up. I think that we've already gotten a lot of chatter from Netanyahu and others saying that they're ready to go back to war with Iran. Right. I think that Iran is ready to go back to war with them. So I just see the war going right back to where we were.
And what did we say when the initial ceasefire talks are happening, or peace talks are happening? We're like, look, we want this to happen. We pray for this to happen. We want to be wrong. And that's how we know that we're right versus other people that are like, see, it's over now. See, it was worth it. It was never worth it. None of it.
Yeah.
None of it was worth anything.
Yeah, but we'll be locked in. We'll be watching everything, posting. Really enjoy your time in Vegas. Let me know when you get out there, and I'll set some other shows up for you guys.
I'll be calling you, and next week we're coming back with the show you know and love. 3 hours, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single morning, right before the Alex Jones show. I'll be here. I'll be here with Anthony. I'll be here with other people as well. If you want to be here, bro, multiple days a week, it'd be a huge help. By the way,
yeah, I'm down.
Like, we're going to figure it all out, guys. Really looking forward to doing this show for you in the long term. Really appreciate everyone sticking with us here today. And everyone that was messaging me beforehand saying that I disappoint them like father, like son. I'm sorry. Okay. I really am. And you're right. Us Joneses, we can be a bit disappointing at times. It is true. But when we deliver, we deliver. So thank you for being here tonight. Every single show is a good show. I've never done a bad show in my life. Never done a bad show in my life. And it's because I got the viewers and listeners in the audience that love it. And I love you and you love me. And it's an amazing thing. And the same is true for Anthony as well. Anthony, I love you. I appreciate you, my brother in Christ. Thank you for being here. Excellent. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Peace. All right. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate everyone who is here. I got to pack my bags and get ready to go to Vegas. Here's the thing. Do I have female fans? This is interesting because I know I got female fans for sure, but I know they may be a bit older. What is there to do in Vegas? What's the proper place to go to? And maybe let me know. Maybe at me on Twitter. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. See you soon on the other side.
Modern life has left us out of balance. Long ago it was once said, certain remedies could grant a man the vitality of a horse. For over 6,000 years, these natural remedies have been harvested and tested by generations. Why create complex formulas when nature's roots are still in our hands? Try Primal Core. Ancient remedies for modern life.